Hey everyone. Hey, Wake Up and Conquer group. It's late. We are doing this live late on a Tuesday evening, but it's all good because we are here. Hold on, y'all. Somebody message me. Oh, it's Ashley. Hey, ladies. Happy Tuesday. I was looking at this lipstick that I have. No, I don't like the color, but it's all good. I threw it on, barely looking before the Zoom before the live started. So, welcome, ladies. Happy Tuesday night. Let me grab my phone so I can make sure I can see all the comments. But I want us to have, this is not going to be about marketing advice. We're going to be having a little girl talk tonight. We just finished our Tuesday night call inside the Conquer Club, and we were talking about being resilient, sharing what that looks like. And I was just telling the ladies that this is I've noticed this pattern inside of my business where in August, a lot of my ladies are parents, so they're sending their kids back to school. So they strictly, well, I don't want to say strictly, but a lot of them really pivot towards working at home, being at home, revamping their routines. So I really wanted to talk about being resilient. So we had a really good discussion inside the Conquer Club. Shout out to my girls inside the Conquer Club tonight. Oh, y'all. All right, let me pull this. Hey, ladies. Oh, y'all. I don't know why on my computer I can never see who's here. On my phone I can see that people are watching just fine, but on my laptop it makes it look like nobody's watching. I was like, girl, where they at? Are they asleep? So, happy Tuesday, ladies. Let's get into it. Shout out to my girls inside the Conquer Club. We just had a really good discussion about being resilient. And I have a question for you if you're a woman and you're just joining, because I want us to have some girl talk tonight. Okay? So, talk to me in the comments. If you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my phone. Okay, I'm looking at my phone because the comments, I don't know if they'll show here. But I have a question for you ladies tonight. But in typical Conquer fashion, y'all already know what we do in the comments. So many people have been used to me streaming some of my past live streams just because my weeks have changed a lot. So I'm actually live right now. But y'all already know the drill. Comment your name, your city, and your business. Go ahead and turn us up. Go ahead and brag on yourself. Go ahead and talk your ish. This is the group. This is the space where you can brag about yourself. Tell us about all of the amazing stuff that you're doing. Because a lot of us, well, at least I can speak for me. For a lot of us, we are leaders in our own communities, and we don't really have spaces where we can brag about all of the dope stuff we're doing. Because people are usually coming to ask us for advice or telling us about the stuff we're doing. So I just want to make sure that you ladies have a space where you can brag about yourself. So y'all already know, turn this up down in the comments. Tell me your name, your city, and your business. Tell me all about it. Whoo, child, I had a long day today, y'all. I love Tuesdays because Tuesdays is the group that I have truly dedicated to the Conquer Club. And I am so proud of myself for that because this is my second year doing the Conquer Club, and this is my third year doing a mentorship group. I launched a mentorship group, if this is 2024, I launched a mentorship group in 2022 called Tunnel Vision. I had the idea for it, but it flopped because, girl, I'm thinking I can create me a community, set up a membership, and kind of like, oh, well, it's not going to be that high maintenance, but having a community is actually really, 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 really high maintenance. It takes a lot of work, and I really want to, hey, Steffi, hey, Ashley, I am being really convicted to do this live tonight. Oh, girl, so grab you some wine, girl, get under the covers and rub your feet together and tell your man that you need a couple of minutes. Because I really want to share not just stuff about business, because I feel like, baby, if you ain't got no business advice from me this whole time, I don't know what to tell you. I just don't know what to tell you, okay? I done talked about content to my wig literally has flew off my head. Literally. Okay. So I don't know what else to tell you about content and marketing. But I know one thing that's remained consistent, and that is that a lot of us as women, especially as black women, a lot of us are having similar thoughts and experiences around entrepreneurship, around confidence, around being resilient, around fear, around family, around our relationships with our partner, and what does that look like when you're a business owner. And also, we talked about this inside the Conquer Club. Shout out to my girls inside the Conquer Club because they had some raw conversations where we kind of talked about this idea. And we're going to get into this tonight, okay? I ain't got, like, I was going to end the Conquer. Let me tell y'all. Can I be honest with y'all tonight? I was so tired earlier, girl. I was exhausted. I had laid on the couch and I had to go. I said, I'm going to go to therapy at 3. My routine is I go to therapy and I go to the gym right after because she be telling me a lot. I got to go. I got to go somewhere and process that before I come home. I was laying on the couch. I said, I'm going to just close my eyes for 3 minutes. I got to get ready for Conquer Club later. Baby, I woke up. It was 2:39. My therapy appointment at 3 o'clock. Girl, baby, I bet she ain't, my therapist has never seen me put together. I always truly walk in there looking either homeless or like I'm going to the gym. I'm about to go to therapy cute one day. So she probably like, girl, I don't really think you got no business or nothing like that you be talking about because she said I'm always cheery. She said you were so happy when I see you. I'm like, girl, because I be needing you, honey. But I really got convicted because I always have these lives. I'm like, well, what should I teach? What should I teach? What should I teach? And I'm like, baby, we're not teaching no more. We're going to talk about life. We're going to talk about what does it mean to really be a woman that's on her way, conquering and doing her thing. I don't forget why I shared the whole. Oh, I was gonna say. So I went to therapy. I went to the gym. I came back, baby. My wig was barely on during my therapy appointment. Like it was one of those days. Y'all ever just throwing the wig and just throwing the hat? It's not laid down. It's not glued down. It's not sewed down. I am one tripping on the sidewalk or leaning back the wrong way from this wig completely coming unhinged. That's why I was like in my therapy appointment. I had my workout clothes on. So, babe, when I came back, I had to get to the Conquer Club and get to this live. But I was reminded of, we're going to get into this. I had a moment today where I was reminded of how heavy this invisible weight is to run this business and to do this. And somebody in the group commented the other day and was like, your team must be awesome. I said, team? You are looking at the team. I stopped being able to afford my team a long time ago. You're looking at the team. So I do all communication for the Conquer Club. I do all communication for my email list. I do all of my content. I do all of my offline marketing. I do all of my outreach. I maintain all of my connections, all of my memberships, like everything. Everything. And I think that, and the reason I'm saying this is because, for one, I have heard, and I don't want a woman to see me and see my page and think, Deb is doing this, she got a team working behind the scenes, baby, she doing this, baby. Not the case, okay? So imagine Deb on the therapy couch with this wig thrown on sideways. Girl, the part was all by my ear. It didn't matter, though, because, you had a hat on, baby. You can't see nothing, but, girl, listen. Let's get to the comments, girl. I told y'all, like, let's get into it. I miss being live, but life has been different for me lately. It truly has been. Big Steffi's in the building. Big Ashley's in the building. Steffi, you are up, girl. Hey, y'all. I'm Steffi from Fayetteville, North Carolina. I own the Beauty and Bling Boutique, where we enhance beauty, boost confidence, and make your outfit look better. We also look out for our sensitive skin beauties. Yes, baby. Oh, so I was going to say that I didn't get a chance to go get no wine. And y'all know usually when I go live, I love to have me some wine. But I went, and I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. God is still working on my entrepreneur heart. Baby, I started to start this life a little late and run to the liquor store before they close at 9 o'clock. So I don't even bottle of wine, so I'm relaxed. But I said, no, you don't. You don't need no wine, for one. So I got me girl, some unsweet sparkling water. This is what we got to turn us up tonight. But it's okay. Baby, that's all I got. But if I turn us up off of this, and look, it's unsweetened. Now, I wouldn't have bought it if it was unsweetened. I'm not gonna lie. It was $3. It was a 12 pack. I said I want some of that. You know, girl. What's up, Big Steffi? What's up, Sharika? Shout out to my girls in the Conquer Club. If you're in the Conquer Club, do hashtag Conquer Club. We meet every Tuesday night. We are big bosses. We are leaders in our community. We meet every Tuesday night, give advice, we talk. We had a really good therapy session tonight. That's what we called it. Big Camille is in the building from Big Memphis. Shout out to all my Memphis girls. Y'all know I'm obviously a South Memphis girl at heart. Camille, I educate and help transition renters to home buyers and home buyers to expand their real estate portfolio, commercial and residential. Co-owner of commercial and residential cleaning service, helping people regain their time back. Yes, tap the screen for Camille, baby. Tap the screen for Camille and for Steffi too. I love it. Thank y'all for being bold enough to comment about your business, talk about your business, talk about what you do. You never know who's watching. I love Camille. I love Steffi. I love you too because you're having our babies. But I love Camille too because Camille is one of those type of girls where she's a leader and she's a boss, but you can like talk to her like she your homegirl too. Her parents have set a legacy of entrepreneurship for her, and she's setting a legacy of entrepreneurship for her children. And I haven't had that. I've never saw, I can say I saw entrepreneurship in my home. Yes, I did. But the way that, like, that's what I desire for my family. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure it's not all peaches and cream, but I love listening to Camille, her perspective. She's done a lot of offline marketing. So she's really coming to the Conquer Club and joined the online world to really explore what she has going on for her family. And she's a wife, and she's a mom, and she's a business owner. And it's dope to be able to talk to her every week. She had her, let's go and plug you in, girl. She had her workshop today, her real estate workshop. Was it a home buying or real estate? Or just real estate workshop, Camille? I don't want to misquote. But shout out to you, girl. She has jumped in the Conquer Club, and baby, she in the Conquer Club like she been in there 10 years. And we only had 2. All right, y'all. What's up, Janae? I am so behind on the comments because they not popping up here on my computer, girl. This MacBook is too high for the comment. The comments should be reading out loud. Yes. She said, I need you. I'm my own team as well. Girl, I am my own team. Do not look at my page and my likes and what I have going on and assume that I am some huge, big boss with a big team. That's not the case. I do everything. Everything you see, I do it. All the emails, everything in Conquer Club, all the Zoom meetings, all the events, all the everything. I do it all. What's up, Sharika? Good morning, everyone. And if you're new here, when I read the intros, we always go back and show love to those comments. Follow these ladies, tap the screen, and show them some love. Sharika says, good evening, everyone. I'm Sharika, owner of Levette's Royalty Travels. I specialize in Caribbean vacations and Caribbean cruises. I love to book travel experiences and show others how to supplement their income by doing the same. Yes! I love it. I love when the pitch and the mission is on point and it's clear how you're different from the competition. Because I'm sure a lot of us follow a lot of travel agents. And shout out to the girls that are brand new and that are still learning, because we've all been there before. But I love that Sharika is a travel agent that has elevated and can tell us what she specializes in, and it's clear that she's different from the rest. Yes. Thank you, Janae. She said there's great transparency and honesty, and that's just part of business. You'll get them back again. It's a learning and growing season. Girl, yes it is. Learning and growing is at the core of entrepreneurship. It has the highest of highs. I don't want to say lowest of lows because I don't want to speak that on me in this season that I have going on. But I have experienced a super high and then a low. Girl, probably the same 60 seconds. I don't know. Rashana says, hey everyone, my name is Rashana, known as the Bougie Travel Agent, and I'm the proud owner of Beautiful Vacations, and I specialize in group travel for any occasion. I've seen 40 to 60,000 dollar sale months, and I train hundreds of agents. I've taken 7 vacations this summer. Hit me up for all your travel needs. Baby, 7 vacations in one summer. Tap the screen. When I do this, baby, just tap the screen. Baby, 7 vacations this summer. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. What do we always talk about, ladies? Being a walking, talking, living, breathing example of what you offer. I love it. Shout out to my travel girls. Camille said Conquer Club tonight was so good. It was. Ashley said, I hate I couldn't be in the Conquer Club tonight because Deb was talking to me. I am the team. That is me. I am. How many of y'all thought I had a team? Girl, baby, y'all bet. Nobody better not say me. Because it ain't no way. Well, probably. But you know what? Okay. I get it. I get it. I get the perception. I get what it looks like. But I'm here to tell you, baby, that is not the case. Baby, I actually been on Indeed. Talking about a team. Janae says, hey ladies, I'm Janae from Chicago. Shout out to Janae. I met her in Chicago and we had a time. Girl, don't tell. Now, Janae saw the business out of me because I spoke at her brunch. And then after that, I was like, so in the beginning of my entrepreneurship years, I did not know how to draw boundaries. So if a client became a friend, girl, we was just finna be kicking it. Like, you was just finna get my number and we was just finna go turn up. So I was in Chicago and we turned up. Should I tell the story or no, Janae? I was like, girl, where's the dispensary? I know I just spoke at this brunch, like, God has worked on me. Okay, shout out to Janae. Hey ladies, I'm Janae from Chicago. I sell lashes and teach other women how to start a lash business. I have a 6-week mentor program for aspiring business owners. I love that for you, Janae. Go girl. Go girl. I love that. Steffi said I can't drink either. Steffi, you are on the sick and shut in list from drinking right now. Shout out to the, I'm going to pretend this is a Cabernet. All right, Janae says, I got a Haywell sparkling water, but it's supposed to have relaxing properties in it. Girl, I need one. I need a relaxing property drink from one of those amazing states. I am showing my behind today. But listen, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something, ladies. I am truly at the point in my journey where I don't want to say I'm sick and tired of me because I don't want to say that over myself, but I'm accepting of me a lot more. I don't know if it's been a combination of winning in business, losing in business, seeing what other people are doing, shying away from what people are doing, getting older. You know, that 30 plus mentality is just a little different. You just like, stuff you used to care about. I'm more accepting of me. And I feel like, and we talked about this tonight in the Conquer Club, when you're a woman who has this, people always tell me, Deb, you have a light on you, you're this, you're da, right? I think that, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. I told my therapist, I said, baby, they're going to get it tonight. I said, because you filling me up. Baby, we went in there 30 seconds. She asked me one question. I said, where's the tissue box that normally be over here? Somebody moved it. Somebody moved my tissue across the room. Girl, listen. What's up, Connie? Connie, we're going to speak into is this, that you're going to become joining us in the Conquer Club because, yes. Hi, I'm Connie. Shout out to Connie. Me and her talked the other day. Hi, I'm Connie from STL. I'm a brand designer. I help luxury women-owned businesses elevate their brand's image through design, strategy, and execution. I love it. I love women who are brand designers. And I told this to Connie, how that is so near and dear to my heart because of when I rebranded to Conquer. It changed my life. And not because the graphics are superb, shameless plug. And the logo is just, not because of those things. But also because I finally had a visual representation of what I knew that was deep inside of me. Y'all know what I mean? Like, I had been showing up, I had been doing all of the things. Child, I had made my logo. I paid somebody else, I don't know, $150 to make me another one. It was just doing the things. But I felt like I was getting skipped over or passed over, or maybe overlooked is the right word. Because or maybe I was just imagining it. Maybe it just wasn't my time. But I was just like, this isn't what I'm doing. Is not a visual representation of really where I really see myself. And it took the amazing team that I work with to be able to truly birth Conquer, simply because they spent a lot of time getting to know me, knowing my personality, listen to me talk. They would listen to my lives. They would watch my posts. We would get on Zoom. We would meet in person. I'm talking about like literally traveling. And out came Conquer. So I love to see. That's why branding is so amazing to me. I'm not a branding expert. Baby, I ain't no branding nothing. Okay? I just have my experience with branding and rebranding, and it was life changing. My rebrand to Conquer was life changing. I'm talking about it put a fire underneath me that I mean, I knew it existed, but it was amazing. So it was awesome. It was awesome. Big Ashley's in the building. I am Ashley, owner of AR Financial Solutions. We provide comprehensive financial education, fostering open and stigma-free discussions about finances and enhancing their overall financial well-being. Through tailored workshops, tax services, and tax planning, we aim to equip women with the knowledge and confidence to achieve financial independence and stability. Period. Yes, ma'am. I love that, y'all. What I love about what Ashley does is she does financial education, but unlike the other girls, which we ain't mad at y'all, but yeah, she does, she has discussions that are stigma free. So she's not coming from the approach of, oh, I made, my 400K and I got 750, I'm better than you, woo, 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 woo. She's coming from the perspective of, hey, boo, you got 450? Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So you catch more flies with honey. I love that. Yes. Hi, I am Omifa. Shout out to Omifa. If you've ever been in the Conquer Club, tap the screen. Because shout out to Omifa. Shout out to Omifa. Omifa, we love you. Omifa, we respect you. If you've ever been on one Conquer Club call, you have met Omifa. Because that is, for one, is how consistent she is. Shout out to Omifa. Shout out to Omifa. Omifa, just like a lot of the other ladies here, Steffi, Rashana, Camille, Ashley, y'all are walking, talking, living, breathing examples of why I do what I do. For real. Y'all truly are. Big Omifa is in the building, baby. If you don't follow Omifa Organics, you better get with it. Hi, I am Omifa, the owner of, I guess maybe I did treat this like wine. I can't talk. The owner of Omifa Organics, the best organic vegan hair and skincare products that work. Guyanese that lives in Brooklyn, New York. Oh, when I hear Brooklyn, I just want to go, boop, 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 boop. Shout out to you, Omifa girl. I guess I'm turned today. I guess the water gonna do it. I guess I really need to get the wine because I don't need the calories. I be working out too good to drink afterwards. Like, girl, who finna put all that to waste? All that sweating and leaning and twisting. Girl, please. You gonna drink this sparkling water and y'all gonna get what y'all gonna get. Omifa. Consistency. Ladies, I want you to answer a question in the chat so we can get into this tonight. What examples of resilience did you see in your mom? What example of resilience did mama set for you? Or if it was grandma, or if it was auntie, the woman that raised you, what did resilience look like watching her? And it's interesting to ask women this question and as men. And as I'm saying, the reason I'm saying this because I actually thought to myself, I said, man, this is something I should really ask hubby about. We've had plenty of discussions. I love his mom. Shout out to my mother-in-law. She's amazing. But I'm really interested to hear his perspective too and see how it's different from for a man looking at his mom. But when you look at your mom and you think about the word resilience, what type of examples did she set for you? And I want us to talk about that. Not because we finna get into some deep shadow work about childhood trauma, but I want to know about when you grew up, and I'll talk about my experience, right? When I hear the word resilient, or when I consider myself resilient or brave or I can do it, what does that really mean? Because I feel like some of those words have kind of gotten a little buzzwordy. Y'all know what I mean? Oh, be resilient. Oh, be courageous. Oh, be brave. You like, baby, I ain't got nothing in my tank. You ever seen a gas tank on E and try to fill it up with some bravery? That's how I feel. For real. What does that really mean? Right? Like what when we saw her be resilient, what did we see? I'm gonna start there. Baby, they said we had therapy in the Conquer Club tonight. I'm telling y'all, and I told the ladies in Conquer Club, people are saying Conquer is like this idea of business therapy that a lot of other coaches will shy away from, but it's my gift. It's my purpose. But I'm not finna go get no PhD or nothing. Y'all just have to call me y'all business therapies with no credentials. And who gonna say something? Juan Tierra, what's up to you, girl? She said, me too. I'm just not consistent or effective alone. I'm a wife and mom of 3. Wow. I love that. I love that. All right. She said, very demure. What is that coming from? Is it demure? Girl, I don't spend a lot of time online, y'all, at all. But what is the word? Like, am I in the midst of a viral moment? Obviously. I'm having a full-blown over 30 auntie moment because there's some viral going on and I have no idea. Whatever demure, look, you know I'm from Memphis, demure, whatever that is, that's what this is compared to a nice tall glass of Cabernet that I would rather be drinking out of a red Solo cup. For real. Chelsea. Okay, let me get caught up with the comments, y'all. Sorry, I was way above. She said, what's in Dale Cup, y'all? Baby, I wish I had some liquor. Very Memphis like. Baby, I wish I had some. I'm telling you. Look, I had to work out today, so look. Girl. Very demure, whatever it is. That's what this is, because it ain't Cabernet. For real. All right. Rashana says, Mama never gave up. She kept working. She had a village and prayer. Ashley said, my mama just made it happen. Regardless what was stacked against her. 3 kids, no support, no formal education, and she was a teen mom. Wow. Wow. I think that is so important. And I'm not doing this so that you can be laying there crying tonight thinking about all your childhood trauma. This is not what this is for. Okay? This is not what this is for. Because I'm not going to be like that after this call. Okay? This is not what this is for. This is for us to really think about and reflect the narrative that we gave ourselves seeing her. For one. Because we gave her a narrative from a child's perspective. Okay? And for 2, for us to look at it now as women. Right? So when Ashley says, you know, my mama made it happen regardless. I commend that. She said she had 3 babies. She had no support, no formal education. She was a teen mom. I'm 33 years old. As a 33-year-old woman, I have a lot of empathy for that. How in the world was you Mrs. Make It Happen? Steffi says, my mama made it shake. She worked 2 jobs to make sure I could get what I wanted or needed. Camille says, my mama gonna fight to be not only at the table, but talk at the table, fight for what's right at the table, and give respect at the table. Even when folks didn't like her, they respect her leadership and no nonsense to BS. Rashana says, Mama didn't have time to cry with 4 kids. She had to figure it out. Woo! I'm going to have to pen that one. Let me ask y'all something, because y'all said we can have girl talk tonight. Let me ask y'all something. When you say, or when we say, because a lot of this we give other women this narrative. We may give this narrative to our mom. You may follow somebody like me and assign a narrative to me. Or you may look at somebody else online or in your life and assign a narrative to them. You said she didn't have time to cry. I wonder, the women that we assume don't cry, and Rashawn, I'm not talking about you because I'm just saying in general. The women that we assume don't cry, I wonder how many tears they actually shed. The women who we think didn't have time to cry, I wonder how many tears she actually shed alone. Because, and we talked about this tonight in the Conquer Club, I'm going to keep saying that, but it was so good. We talked about how when you're the big dog in your circle, you're the leader, you're the one that's got motion, you know, you do all the stuff, you know, when people need something, Deb, but no, ask Deb, or that, you're that, right? And what I have noticed in my experience, so I became a business owner, and I've always like dibbled and dabbled into like entrepreneur stuff because I just like I'm obviously very charismatic. I love to speak. I love connecting with people. I love being crafty and creating things. Like, that's just always been me. Even when I was a little girl, my husband would ask me about all these TV shows and movies, and I used to be like, man, I used to be like painting my nails. I had me a mannequin head. I used to be doing like my mannequin's hair. I was experimenting with makeup. Like, I was into all of the things, right? So I was just always into stuff like that. But entrepreneurship, once you really step into it, it's a whole nother ball game. And what I have learned, like in my experience, so I've like seriously been doing this business since 2019, and obviously that shifts the narrative that people have about you. Not in a bad way. It's instinctual. I do it to other people. We unconsciously do it. So and I'm just talking about my experience, okay? Baby, this might not have been your experience, but this has been my experience. It's my life, my truth. But I'll notice in moments, if I'm posting online, y'all know I do my little thing. I be here, I be there, meet people. I'm trying to grow my business, right? I'm just doing my thing. And I run into somebody. Now, mind you, my bank account ain't blowing no about like it. They and somebody come up to me and they'll be like, and I get it, but they'll be like, oh damn, I heard you was almost a millionaire now, girl. Yeah, them folks do, and I'm just like, you think that? You think that by following me on Facebook? They've created this whole narrative about me, and this could be good or bad, positive or negative, big or small. That also makes me think about, and I hope that this isn't you, but I'm going to say it. I hope this isn't you, but I'm going to say it. I hope that people aren't coming up to you with that narrative, and instead of accepting you and putting pause to it, you go along with it. Because it requires so much humility and acceptance for self in that moment. If somebody comes like, oh, damn, you don't. Now, hey, I'm that girl. Please believe. A lot of people think I'm humble, but I'm really not. I'm that girl. Okay? I know. I'm not going to dumb myself down, but I don't have to subscribe to your unreal view of me as this super non-human machine. I can be that girl, but I ain't gotta subscribe to that. Y'all feel what I'm saying? And I feel like we talked about this on the Conquer Club about how hard we are on ourselves. And I can resonate with that so much because I will do 60,000 amazing things. And when I think about those 4 things on my to-do list that I couldn't get done this week, I am laying in bed thinking about it. Now, if I could get advice from you, if I could pull you on this live, you would probably tell me, Deb, you're doing great. Chill out. It's okay, girl. That's small compared to XYZ. If I were your friend, hopefully you feel like I'm your friend, you would have so much grace for me. You would have way more grace for me than I give myself. So if I go back to, I wonder if somebody's creating a narrative about me or about another woman in her life and saying, man, Deb got so much motion, she ain't even got time to cry. I wonder if somebody is putting that narrative out there and we know it's completely untrue. Rashana said something good. She said, crying with no support system is a different type of pain. The resilience that you have to have is wild. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Aside from people giving us narratives, what about the self-narrative with resilience? Do you feel like you're resilient? What do you think? Do you feel like, I assume most of you would say yes. And I assume that because I'm sure that most of you have a story. Your story may not be, I was tossed on the side of the road and forgotten about and Jesus came and saved me and turned me into a millionaire. It doesn't have to be that. But you have a story of a yesterday. Ooh. You have a story of a yesterday. Every woman has a story of a yesterday. I was listening to something. Yeah, I've been really listening to this. I've got to shout out to this podcast, and God has been convicting me to do so many things with Conquer. And that's another reason why I'm actually seeing my therapist. Is because I've been through several therapists, and they've been great over the years, over several years. And the reason why I really decided to seek therapy in this season is because I really want to tap into leadership. I really want to, my therapist, she's really teaching me how to live more bold and to be more bold. She is a mixture of dark skin Aunt Viv and Auntie Iyanla Vanzant. She is like a crossover of them both, but she's a doctor. So she's like that sophisticated auntie with the Iyanla Vanzant realness, raw emotion. And she also has the PhD, so she's educated. You know, auntie, she classy. It's and so I had another therapist. Lord Jesus, it's time for another day. I had that one therapy session. I said, no, I called him. I said, ma'am, y'all got to reassign me somebody else because that ain't it. Went full-blown Karen in the email because why y'all like her playing with folks? But this therapist, I really wanted to go because I want to say the clarity around my business is mind-blowing. Like, I remember when I remember when it was in the pandemic and I was rebranding to Conquer, and my old business was Dream Chasers Guide. So I figured I would have the guide for dream chasers, women who were chasing their dreams. I knew I knew I was called to women. So I remember when, we're Rebirth and Conquer. I got online. I started going live. I created the group. I think we might have had we might have had 50 people in the group at the time. We got like 3,300 now. We got a little over 3,000. And we might have had 50 people in the group at the time. I was working with a coach who was just amazing. Shout out to Shayna. She was life changing working with her. And I remember there were days in my business, baby. Y'all, I don't know if y'all had them PPP loans, them IEIDL, food stamps, COVID stimulus, unemployment, doing Uber Lyft on the side, everything money. But I would be doing consultations. I would be getting on live. I would drum up, man, 50 leads from a live, schedule 12 consultations, and book 5 people, $2,000 and $3,000 back to back. And I remember, I remember seasons when I remember laying in my bed in my room, which y'all know this is my office on this side of the house, and my bedroom's back there. I remember laying in my bed and saying, I feel so good. I do not want to go to sleep. And I remember saying to myself, this real life feels better than anything I could probably dream about tonight. So, yes, about the cash, but the impact. The fact that my idea had manifested from in my head to in my hands on my computer, bold enough to tell people about it, patient enough to wait, and I was seeing the fruit from it multiplying like that, it unlocked something in me. So I remember the highest of highs that fueled my resiliency, right? I also can remember so many times, and I have so many losses that I can share. I remember so many times where there have just been days and days and days and days and weeks and weeks and weeks of one, me making $0. No money, which turned into days and days and days and days and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of no creativity, which turned into days and days and days and weeks and weeks of desperation in my business and feeling like I was depressed too because of that. Mm. So I don't know why this is bubbling up. I have bullet points, but when I go off, I know that it's right. I want to share something that has really blessed me. Two things. Number one, I heard this on a podcast and it resonated with me. And this is my truth and my experience. They talked about how with a blessing comes a burden. And when I say burden, I don't mean like all bad, all the devil coming in just knocking it. I don't mean that. But I mean challenge and weight. It's just like something I can't wait to do. Become a mom. A lot of you are going to tell me, Deb, it is going to be the biggest blessing beyond what you probably think your heart can handle when it comes to love. And in that same sentence, you're going to tell me, but girl, your whole life gonna change. This is what y'all say. Y'all be like, girl, you better enjoy that time for them kids. Girl, when you have kids, you ain't gonna be, girl, you going out tonight, but when you have, girl, you ain't gonna be saying that when you have kids. Because with blessings come a little bit of added weight. With blessings come a little bit of weight. Just like if you said that you got this man, and baby, when you say you got the man, you got man, girl. You got your man, girl. A man that loves you, that admires you, that take care of you, girl. You know what I'm saying? You got your man like he got his thing, y'all do y'all thing, and you say, Dad, we getting married. I'm gonna say, oh my God! The biggest blessing in life wealth hack that I've experienced. I believe in marriage. And I'm gonna be so happy for you. And then I'm gonna take a sip of this fake wine. And I'm gonna be like, well, girl, let me tell you, girl, some of them days, girl, you gonna be like, forget this. Because with this big blessing comes a little weight on my shoulders. Just like all of you ladies who had a business for a couple of years. Somebody tells you about this amazing idea. Now, not them people that's been talking about them ideas for 16 years. Not these type of people. We're talking about somebody that's like, hey, I just started my business. I invested. I'm so excited. You're going to say, baby, congratulations. Entrepreneurship is the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like it's nothing like being a boss. You get to do this, do that. You know what we talking about? Wealth and LLCs, and you can pass it down and generational wealth. You gonna say, but baby, when it get tough, you gonna be on Indeed, and you gonna say, forget this, and you gonna say, I'm done. Because with that big blessing comes with a little bit of weight on your shoulders. So when I think about resilience, ladies, I don't look at resilience as me starting from this impossible bottom and shooting for the moon. I look at conquering resilience as I have that blessing, and because of that, I got a little bit of weight on my shoulders. And if you take any of those scenarios, right, so if you take parenthood, if you take marriage and partnership, or even if you take entrepreneurship, that blessing, is it worth a little bit of that weight on your shoulders? For me, it is. What about you? Birth and Conquer was very fun. I know I always share the journey of me working with the Branding Boutique. We worked together we started off with a 6-month contract for them to build out the brand. I saw what they did for another coach, and I said, I have to have that. At the time, I couldn't afford it, but I followed that coach, and I don't know how we got to talking. I think I commented on something, baby. She was in my DMs, and I was like, woo. But I did it. It was so scary. I did it. But it changed my life so much. And birthing it was so exciting. It was tough, but it was so exciting. It was so fun. It was so new. I was the new kid on the block. I was the new girl on the block. It was cool. And this, baby, don't get it twisted, because what we said, baby, I'm still that. Still just getting started. You know what I'm saying? We haven't even tapped into 1% of what God has for this community. I know that. But there have also been times where I'm like, okay, now, baby, okay, Indeed.com. Okay, well, let me get my resume together, because we ain't made no sales. Yeah, so I got to go back to work. Okay, so we're going to go on Indeed.com and do. All right, Facebook. Oh, baby, I ain't worried about them post, child. And some of those days, listen, I love y'all. Y'all be keeping me going. Cause shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to this community. Shout out to the Conquer Club. Like, shout out to, like, the way that y'all show up for yourselves. We've been doing some questions inside the group. I hope y'all been enjoying those. Y'all been talking to each other. The way that the Conquer Club is mind blowing. It's mind blowing. It's mind blowing. Shout out to y'all for the way that y'all show up for this community and for your dream. Because to be honest, I'm on here as a vessel to inspire you. But this is also my dream. This is the this is chapter 33 of a little black girl who got her hair permed and hot combed in between her auntie legs in Orange Mound before church on Easter Sunday. This is chapter 33 of a girl who graduated high school, excited to go out into the world, not knowing nothing about nothing. This is chapter 33 of that. It's been cool. And I hope that me sharing that makes you really look at like the chapters of what you've done. So it's not like my chapter 33 looked like that. Well, let's compare that to your chapter 33. Girl, square up. My chapter 6, we was in the crack house. It's not about that. Like, we're not going to have, I hate, let me bring my mic closer. I'm finna be like, they call them podcast bro, this podcast sisters. I hate when people want to have a struggle Olympics with me. Just because they chapter 6 was 2 parents, and your chapter 6 was things changed for me. Things are changing for me when I own my story and own who I am. This is another thing that my therapist is helping me with. Acceptance for all of those chapters, because I'm talking to myself tonight. Acceptance for all of those chapters. Acceptance for all of those chapters. What I could control, what I couldn't control. When I chose resilience and when I chose to be still. Even when I chose to be still in disobedience. I can still own and accept those chapters of my story. You ever read a good book? What kind of thing of a good book? Y'all remember when we used to be in middle school and stuff like, did y'all read those Zane books and stuff like that? Girl, I remember when 50 Shades of Grey came out. And I don't know if y'all remember, what year was it? I was still in Memphis. I was in my early 20s, had to be, because I moved to Dallas in 2013. I was working, and I was sitting there reading 50 Shades of Grey. Girl, I didn't care. Was on the clock. I worked at a storage facility, so y'all know when y'all go get y'all a storage. I worked at a storage facility, so baby, I was sitting in the office. And I had 50 Shades of Grey. Because I'm from the outside, it didn't look like no Zane book. It looked very, what's the word? Demure. It looked very classy. It looked very, you know, she got a little 1-2 on the cover. You know, like I didn't know. And I remember one day, child, I'm just sitting there reading that book. And surprise, surprise, typical corporate America, the district manager walk in. And he looked at my book, and I thought nothing of it. I just set it down, stopped reading. He said, Deb, you reading some mommy porn? I was like, what? But if you think about something like a spicy story, or even a story in general of maybe your life, of your business, and I wonder if we took the 50 Shades of Grey book, and there are a few extra spicy scenes. I'm talking about extra spicy. Tamika, you watching my live, girl? Hey, Tamika, girl, we love you. Shout out to Tamika and the cookies, girl. When I come to Memphis, I have to come get me some of them cookies, girl. I be salivating over your cookies on my timeline, Tamika. Shout out to you, girl. Rashana said, I'm screaming. She said, yes, like 2010. What was we doing reading them same books? I must have been in 6th, 7th grade reading about a girl getting bent over a car, getting anal. Because what business did I have? Oh, Lord. But if we go, I should really do a podcast. This is all this is telling me tonight. But if we go back to a good story, and what I want you to take away from this live tonight, this unofficial podcast, feel like y'all sitting in here with me drinking some non-fake wine tonight discussion, is that your life is like a good story. If I took that 50 Shades of Grey books, or one of them same books, y'all remember they actually had some really decent storylines. They had some decent storylines of, like, Anastasia met Christian, all clumsy and very demure. Very chill. She was very square. And Christian turned out, basically. You know what I'm saying? And that book has a couple of extra spicy scenes that made it as popular as it was. If I think about that, or even if I just think about a regular everyday story, take your favorite movie, take your life, create something. What would make it good? What would make it good? It would be moments of resilience, moments of spiciness, moments of vulnerability, moments of unfamiliar territory, moments of that is so foreign to me. How in the world am I going to get there? When you say a good story has all of those things, and just like me, baby, I don't know if I'm Delulu. I don't know if I'm Delulu. This has been my internal me. I don't know, we've been having some dialogue, but I've been telling myself this year, I don't know if I'm Delulu and seriously need to be in a mental home. And I'm talking about to the point of delusion. They may need to delete my account. Or if I've found an amazing life hack of the perspective of looking at things of, again, if I get this blessing, and those blessings are big and small. Yes, those blessings can be entrepreneurship. They could be marriage. They could be motherhood. Those blessings could also be, I got asked to speak at an event. They come with a little weight. Maybe in this season, I got asked to speak at an event, but they come with a little weight on my shoulders. I got to take off. I got to make sure my presentation on point. I ain't really got that much cash, and they telling me I got a vendor table. But it's still worth going. And that's my perspective on resilience. I am doing the necessary things to accept this blessing. If I ask you about motherhood, and just like we started our conversation tonight, you have 1 baby, 2 babies, 3 babies, I don't know. And they need to eat every day. They need somewhere to sleep every day. They need somebody to be there for them. You are the only thing that they have. So when like, come on, go there with me, okay? The blessing that is for you, it comes with a little bit of weight on your shoulders, and I'm sure you're like, Deb, that crying at night that I do, that sacrificing that I do, that putting myself last that I do, I would do that 10 times again, because that weight on my shoulders is worth the entirety of this blessing. Just like I would say in marriage, just like I would say in entrepreneurship. The things that we've been through, very tough. We'll do it 20 times again. No doubt worth this blessing. No doubt worth this love. No doubt worth this growth. No doubt worth this legacy. No doubt worth this wealth. No doubt worth how I feel in my life. It's no doubt. It's worth it. So with this blessing, I'm going to take what comes along with that little bit of weight on my shoulders that's attached to that. So when I think about Conquer, and I have women, cry to me. I have women where we have been on one-on-one calls, and they literally have fallen to their knees in tears because of the conversations that we were having. And I remember when I did some one-on-one calls, and me and one of my clients had an experience, and I remember getting off Zoom, do my Zooms right here. I've been walking out of my office, going to my bedroom, went in my master bathroom and closed the door. And y'all know in my bathroom, I have a separate, where the toilet is separate. So where the toilet is, you close the door to that. And I remember going in there and literally laying on the floor. I laid my body on the cold tile floor in my bathroom. And I was in disbelief that I was having experiences like that with women. It blew my mind. I laid on the cold floor. I could not believe that I was being used that way. I know all my 33 chapters in my book. Baby, the good, the bad, the ugly, the unseen, the chapters that, baby, it's really going to my grave. Just keep it real with you. It's going to the grave with me. I don't feel deserving of experiences like that. But I wonder what type of narratives I give myself. We talked about a couple of things tonight. Did y'all enjoy this? Did y'all enjoy tonight? Yeah. Lots of comments. She said, I say demuro just like that. I can't pronounce it right either, baby. I'm going to have to Google it once we get done. I wonder what type of narratives I give other women and what type of narratives I give myself. When you scroll and look at me, scroll and look at the other ladies inside the group, scroll and look at women you don't know, I wonder what type of narratives you're giving them. And why you may be assuming that you can't be resilient in ways like that. That was only for one. That was only for like one person. That wasn't for everybody. God just gave me that for one person. I don't know who it was. You can be resilient like that too. So, takeaways. When I look at other women, I wonder what narratives I'm giving them and what narratives I give myself. We also talked about And I'm going to take this one away, okay? Being kinder to myself, being kind to myself like I am to other people, being empathetic to myself like I am with other people. Because if you've been in the Conquer Club, shout out to y'all, shout out to me, shout out for all of us doing this together. But if you've been in the Conquer Club and you've been, I don't know, met me in person, whatever, or even if you're a leader, the pour that it takes is unreal. And man, resilience has to be your best friend. I have to be kind to myself like I'm kind to the women in the Conquer Club. Now I'm gonna get on you. I'm gonna get, I'm, girl, didn't you say I'm gonna get on you? But I'm gonna say, you're good. I need to start doing Deb like that more. Okay? This was good, y'all. And if I could think of a practical takeaway tonight, like Deb, what can I start applying to my life to start shifting my mindset around resilience? And it's that my life is a really good story. It's giving main character energy. Because if I wrote have y'all ever thought, like, if I wrote a full, unadulterated, X-rated version of my life with everything, y'all, man, I probably could retire because it would. But that's everybody's life, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have some. I'm main character in the story, energy. And what makes a good story, ladies? It is conquering moments of being very, very vulnerable, wanting growth, getting to the next level. Ever read a story or can imagine a story where your main character doesn't think they can do something and they lay in bed at night and cry and they invest their money and they fail, but they keep going and one day they get a yes and they make it. You're going to be like, baby, I'm rooting for you. That's you. Girl, that's you. That's your story. That's your story. That's my story too. And if I'm gonna play main character, and I get those big blessings, they come with a little bit of weight on my shoulders. Come with a lot of weight on your shoulders. Let's just keep it real. Let me not like try to make it all nice just because we got the closing remarks going on. I'm going with a lot of weight on my shoulders. We can do that though. We can do that. We can do that, ladies. We can conquer that. We can do that. We can do that. I think I can do it. What about you? I can do it. If this is my story, written just for me, nobody else, I can do that. I can conquer that. Amifa said, if it ain't heavy, you ain't gonna build muscles. I know that's right. That's a word. That's a word. I enjoyed this, lady. My hair is, this wig I got is like so frizzy, y'all. But I enjoyed this tonight so much. Who we didn't need wine. That's how I know. It's really giving gifted over here, okay? It's really giving gifted. All right, y'all, it's late. I'm going to bed. I'm going to Google how to pronounce this word that went viral, and I will schedule us another one of these for next Tuesday night. If you do want us to do another one of these next Tuesday night, just do hashtag let's do it again in the comments. Type let's do this again so that I know you ladies really enjoyed this like I did, more of a conversational time style where we can just get to know each other, spend some time together, we can start doing this Tuesday night once we're done with the Conquer Club. We can also have some other ladies come on and we can just talk about life. And we will still continue to give good advice. Um, y'all know we have a Google Drive with a monthly business planning layout, all of the PDFs that you need, video explanations that you need for email marketing, for your target audience, for planning your content, for showing up online. So I have all of that prepared for you. It's pinned at the top of the group, girl. Take it, download it, do whatever you want to do with it. Okay? Do your thing. And outside of that, once you have that strategic plan, I know that your mind and heart got to be in the right place. Okay? So if we want to do this on Tuesday nights, we can do this. And we will always do the Conquer Club. The Conquer Club is going places. Okay? We've got some exciting stuff coming up. And if you are a one business owner and you're looking for a new community, you can consider joining the Conquer Club. Okay? All right, I will drop the link for the Conquer Club down in the comments if you do want to come onto our Zooms on Tuesdays. We do roundtable discussions. We have guest speakers. This is your chance to get coached by me, to talk to me, and get your one-on-one help, okay? Conquer Club, month to month. You can check it out at jointheconquerclub.com. So I'll see y'all next Tuesday. So comment, let's do this again if you want to join again, and I'll see y'all next week.